So, Fur, you want to know how I'm telling the truth? You want to know how you know I'm telling the truth about these weirdos? Okay? Look at the sexy tattoos. Okay? Farm logo on the center of my back between the shoulder blades. The fucking Alyssa Milano tattoo on the back of my neck. That's how you know I'm telling the truth. Dude, I've heard so many people say that they would eat a mile of her crap just to fuck her. Okay? And it pisses me off because that's my sister. And I can be a real bitch. Okay? That's part of why I'm asking her. That's part that's part of why I'm asking for you to come over because we need to discuss how we're gonna handle this shit. Okay. And I've got a movie saved on my hard drive that I created called The Cult Awakening Part 2 Book of Shadows. Okay? And it's real. And like it teaches you everything that you need to know about a coven. Like it explains it in full detail, like it's right there. And like it talks about if coven's not willing to spill ink with you, it's not worth being in that coven because they have something to hide. Okay, every coven I've been in, I spilled ink into. Okay, if you're going to join a coven, you spill ink, spill your blood ink, and you get inked with your tribal symbol for your coven. Okay, otherwise it's not a real coven, and you should be warned that do not join those type of covens. Okay, coven that will say in perfect love and perfect trust is not a coven to join. You can never do anything in perfect. You can do stuff in love and trust, but you cannot do stuff in perfect love and trust. I mean, and I go on for 55 minutes in this movie. Bring over a DVD burner, sis. Bring over a DVD burner, blank DVDs, and let's get them professionally manufactured at FedEx Kinkos. Okay, professional labels on them, everything. The whole process costs about $4 a DVD that we're turning around selling for $50 because we shrink wrap them with saran wrap and a cigarette lighter, dude. And I know how to do it professionally. I know how to make the cases and everything to where it slides in and you press the sides and it slides out. Not with ease. You gotta force it out, kind of. And I know how to make I know how to make the cases. It's out of C2S 12 point. Okay, so it makes a nice case, paper case, and the cases are like this by this. Okay, it has a flip lid in the back. You flip up the lid and you pull the DVD out. Okay, I manufactured one. Actually, I manufactured like 6, 7 of them in Occult Awakening Part 1, and then they stole my movie. They ripped Hollywood off on street taxes, and the police did it. Okay, do you understand why I'm so pissed off with police? They stole my movie. They stole my card game. They stole everything that meant something to me. Now they're trying to steal you away from me. Say fuck the police and come be with me. Okay? Your choice. You can go from rags to riches over fucking night. Believe me. With everything that I have here, it is big money. Okay? And it's legal money. It's clean money. We don't have to take off our clothes or anything. We can produce shit. Okay? Produce the card game, the movie that I created, okay? If that's not enough, we can go down to the arts and crafts store and I can pick out hammered hoops from Shipwreck Beads and Olympia and fucking get Austrian crystal, authentic Austrian crystal and golden feathers and silver feathers. And we can get spools of fucking gold and silver thread. We can make authentic Austrian crystal earrings that are dream catchers, authentic from a Native American me and a Native American you, and then we can put a $50 price tag on each pair. And each pair costs us about $2.50 to make, but we make 50 off of them, 25 from movie star, model, actress, and $50 for us being Native American. Because Carol taught me how to make authentic ones that look better than the Native American ones. And we are part Cherokee tribes. We are part Cherokee. Okay, we're part Cherokee and we're part Navajo. It can be researched. You'll find that I'm being honest. Jennifer and I have dads of every fucking nationality. Jennifer and I are the only two that have dads of every nationality because mom took a beating to have us. And she had a lot of fun, and she took a beating, and she had fun taking the beating. And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I heard all about it." And I'm like, "Oh, gross, that's mom." Okay. Um. Anyways, sis, yeah, I've seen things that have horrified me, like mom, and yeah, I saw the video, and I'm like, "No, no, shut it off, shut it off." And Travis Joel Bartholomew's like, "We gotta watch this all the way through. I'm gonna try." I'm like, "Dude, you're a nasty fuck. That's our mom, Jen Banco." And sis, dude, he's nasty. Talking about he'd eat a mile of our sister's shit. Alyssa Milano just a fucker. And he said it like that. It freaked me out. Okay. Then he's got stuff in the back of his car, asking to come upstairs to my apartment. And I'm like, dude, you need to just go home. He's like, why? Why? You love me. I'm like, dude, if you're going to do it this way, I ain't fucking interested. Okay. And he's Paul from Tekken. That's Travis Joe Bartholomew, Paul from Tekken video game. And I turn him down. Women flock to get with him. And I'm like, dude, you're gross. No. Okay, so I got his number stored on my phone. Did it for a reason. He's under the name Sad Panda. Anyways, sis, come on over. Let's have a discussion. Let's talk about how we're going to resolve our issues. And let's start creating some stuff that's going to make us real monetary gain. Okay? Any of my Hollywood sisters that want to jump in the bandwagon, okay? And I'm willing to do it. The synopsis is already being created. So we just sit on the computer all day long. Bring laptops, all of you. Sit on the computer all day long. We each create 5 cards, and by the end of it, boom, we got 500 cards in the second set. So then we're involving ninjas, pirates, and Egyptian goddesses. New Egyptian goddesses and Greek mythology into the whole game. Okay, then we're expanding. The new expansion has locations. Okay, like Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, Israel has America, and America's like the Salem witch hunts. And we discuss how in the game we've got Hung on the Tree in Virginia, we call it Devil's Tree. And Devil's Tree, what it is you got to burn every character in your book of life into your banish zone, and you gotta you gotta turn all your characters in play into resources, and then you kick it off, and it brings every character in your discard pile back to play. It's going to cost something like 21 resources in order to play it, so you ain't kicking that off before turn 7. And I got the mathematics on the game down. Anyways, there's not a deck that I can build out of 80 Wars that wins before turn 2. And this is the only deck that wins on turn 2, sis. It locks them down on turn 2. And then they're like scoop because they can't play anything. They can't draw cards. They can't play anything because once you get the Name No Enforcer, the Lilith of the Succubus, and the Jacob the Unbanishable, and it happens turn 1, Name No Enforcer, at the beginning of their turn, DTS Name No Enforcer, Care of the Divine, fish out Jacob the Unbanishable, burn those 2, bring them back. Okay, following turn, on your turn, turn 2, you fetch out Lilith of the Succubus, drop her into play, and keep milling. And you just keep stacking, and you make them burn every character and burn their whole entire book of life. So essentially, you crushed the defending player, and they got no answers for it. Any way you care to come over, try my game out? I'll play a sin deck. I'll play an unholy alliance against your holy deck. It'll give you a run for your money, but you ain't locking me out on turn 2. There ain't no fucking way in hell, because turn 1, I curse humanity. Discard 3 cards in your hand, and discard 3 cards off the top of your book of life. Like for the cost of 3. Okay, so I play my 3 cards out of my hand, and then draw 2, and I've got 3 cards, one of them curse humanity, and I go, and dink, curse humanity. Okay, and I know how to run my net decks. Anyway, you want to come over, challenge me to a game? Tell you what, if you beat me, you have total reign of the relationship, no matter what it is. Sister, you be my boyfriend, I be your girlfriend. You be my girlfriend, I be your boyfriend. No matter what you want, it's all on you. But if I beat you, you got to start being a sister to me. You got to start spending time with me. You got to start loving me. You got to start showing me affection. Okay? And I'm not talking in a romanticized way, no. You got to start hanging out with me on a regular basis. We do things that are non-sexual. We hang out. We go out to eat. We play card games. We create card sets. We try to gear up to get a better life for ourselves. Okay? Any way you care to do it? Any Hollywood sisters of mine care to jump in the bandwagon? Mom, Courtney Love, care to jump in the bandwagon and make trillions in a matter of less than 6 months, dude? This is the most lucrative. This is more lucrative than fucking heroin, dude. This is the most lucrative fucking business on the face of the earth because everybody gets hooked to a game and then they looking for the next set, and it's like they call it cardboard crack. Okay, and that's literally how much money they're spending on it. Crack cocaine dollars. Okay, and it's cheap penny stocks. They hold on to the deck for 10 years, and their deck's worth like $10,000 to $20,000 because there's 10 sets already reproduced, and the set is out of print, so everybody wants the original set. And that's when we go, okay, the original set, $10,000 for the set, and about $5,000 per box, and we get them manufactured for $5 for basically we get a box manufactured for about $60, and we give $40 for shipping and handling, and we have them there in 1 to 3 business days. Okay, and then we're charging like $10,000 a box, and we're just pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. You guys care to make some good money? Go ahead and start doing this. Every fucking month, there's a new set coming out. Boom, 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 boom. And then by 10 months down the road, the first set's so far out of print that it's like $10,000 per box. The reason why is because you've got powerhouse cards that aren't in other sets, like Name No Enforcer that comes in for free, that burn a character in your land, burn a character in your opponent's land. It's a control card. Okay? You got Solomon Who Talks to the Dead, another fucking $50 card. Right now it's $50. When Solomon Who Talks to the Dead is put into land, return up from the burn pile bandit zone, all characters to the land. Costs 3, and it produces 8. Okay, for its barter trade. You got Jacob the Unbanishable, another one. Costs 4, adds 4 to the barter trade, and characters in your land cannot be banished. Can't be burned. Okay, it's got cards in there like Lilith of the Succubus. Cost 12, produces 16 for the barter trade. When a character is put into in the land, any player's Book of Life is corrupted for 1 card. So they take the top card off the Book of their life and they stick it in their discard pile. Okay, then it's got Care of the Divine, dude, which is amazing. It's a turn of event. You play it on your opponent's turn by turning all your characters right side up. You banish this card when you present Care of the Divine. So you present it, and then you banish it off. Choose a number. For the number chosen, each repentance step at the beginning of your turn and your opponent's turn, you leak your Book of Life for a character card. Put 2 characters in your land, then put that character you leaked into your land. See how thorough it is? Okay. Another $20 card, Get Into the End. Costs 9. It's a riddle. If you solve 3 riddle cards, you win the game. Burn, Get Into the End. Leak the top 15 cards from your Book of Life. If you leaked 8 or more characters, put them into your land. You solve this riddle. Otherwise, banish those cards. Banish, burn those cards. Okay, Faith in God, another $20 card. For turning all your characters right side up at any time, you restore your Book of Life with your burn pile back into your Book of Life. So everything in the discard pile now just became, and deck just became part of your deck. Okay, Healing from God, another fucking $25 rare. Each player presents characters from their burn piles and puts them into their land. So that means you got 14 characters in your burn pile, and you got 1 character tisk. For detisting that character, turning it right side up from sideways, you present Healing from God, and it puts all 14 characters back in your land, and it's an auto win card. Okay, this deck right here totaled that to be over $300. Okay, well over $300. $25 and $50 price tags, fucking $20 price tag, $15 price tag, $10 price tag, $5 price tag on each individual card. And then it has some commons that are like nickel, dime, penny, okay? But for the most part, it's all fucking set of bulk rares that are fucking powerhouses, and they're like booking for between $20 and $50. Okay, and you got 3 copies of each one. So 3 copies of $50 card, and that's 150. And you got like 4 cards that are $50 in there. So 150, 300, 450, $600 in that deck between those 4 cards that make 12 cards. I mean, 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, make 12 cards, $600. Anyways, thanks.